What's up, Internet? My name is Michael Cook, this is Blue Giant Media, and we're here to connect through gaming. Today we're going to take a look at a two-player trick-taking game called The Fox in the Forest by Joshua Burgle and published by Renegade Game Studios. Two-player trick-taking game at first blush made no sense to me. Let's go ahead and take a look at how the game plays, and then we'll come back and I'll let you know what I like, what I don't like, and who may or may not like Fox in the Forest. Alright, so Fox in the Forest is a race to 21 points. And each round is going to have 13 cards. You're going to play over a series of rounds, scoring points each round until someone reaches 21. And in each round, each trick, there's going to be a leader of the trick, and they're going to play their lead card. There's going to be one card that designates that the key suit is going to be trump. Then this player can choose one of their cards, just like most trick-taking games, that matches that suit. The catch is, and you can probably see from this card reference, let me get it focused. So this card reference shows that the odd-numbered cards are going to give special powers. So let's say I wanted to, all right, let me organize these a little bit. I only have a couple different bell cards. The 5, when play this card, draw one card, then discard one card to the bottom of the deck. So I can go ahead and purposefully lose that so that I get to draw one card from here, and then I can go ahead and take my last bell and get rid of it. So now I don't have any more bells. So I lost that trick, and that's fine. They're going to get one. Next, they're going to lead that. So the other thing that I can do, sometimes, let's see if I've got, 3 lets me change the decree card, which changes what trump is. 9s always count as trump. Let's see, 5, I could do another woodcutter, getting rid of a card. Oh, I have a lot of woodcutters. Or I could just out and out win this trick. I'm going to go ahead and take this 10 and win that trick. Then I can go ahead and lead a different one. So maybe I decide that I want to, I'll go ahead and put out this 5 so that I can do this again. Draw that. All right, it's good because 9s are trump, and then I can get rid of this too. So this is going to go back and forth with players playing their cards until all 13 have been claimed or played. Let's see, they don't have a whole lot of options there. So here's one thing that you can do. You can play the 1. If you play this, you lose the trick, but you become the leader in the next trick. So even though this player lost, now they get to take the next trick, or lead the next trick. So the catch, the thing that makes things interesting, even more so than just the different powers, and including powers that can change what suit trump is at the end of each round, you're going to score points based off of how many tricks you have won, but you don't want to win all of them, because if you win all of them, you get no points because you were greedy. If you win 0, 2, or 3, you're going to get 6 points because you were so humble. Kind of the equivalent of going nil. And if you win 4, you'll get 1 point, 5, you get 2 points, 3, you get 3, or 6, you get 3 points, and at 7 to 9, you'll get 6 points. So you are sometimes deliberately trying to lose, so then the other person's trying to make them win a certain number of tricks, but you kind of want to balance that. So it gets really interesting, that kind of cat and mouse game. And then also the fact that the 7s are worth points. Whoever takes the 7 is going to get, wins a trick with the 7, is going to get a point. Also makes it really interesting about when to play your 7s. So all in all, you're going to go back and forth playing 13 cards, then scoring, then dealing out new cards. 13 cards each, left over go here, turn over the top one to determine what trump is going to be, and then go through your 13 cards and score until someone gets to 21 points. Alright, so now that you have a pretty good idea of how to play through The Fox in the Forest, I want to let you know what I like about the game. First off, I enjoy games like Spades. I haven't played a lot of trick-taking games, but I enjoy them. And this really did surprise me, because I thought two-player trick-taking, it's a zero-sum game then. You're going to know what the other player has. How's that going to work? But I think that the actions that you have on the cards, as well as the use of the 3 suits and the way it can rotate trump, and the removal of some of the cards, it all ends up working incredibly well. And this is a game that I keep wanting to play more of, despite the fact that it's a small little game. But it's simple. I can teach it to a lot of people because a lot of people have played spades, or at least somewhat familiar with trick-taking games. That makes it accessible, but at the same time, the different powers and the quick flow of the game and the way you have to just read the other person makes it so it's pretty much always fresh. And I really enjoy it every time I play, and I find myself wanting to get the game out. Even though I've got so many other great games here, I'm more than happy to not just play, but request to play The Fox and the Forest fairly frequently, more so than I do for a lot of my other small games. So it is a great, great filler type game. Easy to fit in the pocket, bring it with you, play at lunch at work, play on a break, play when you just got some downtime, or whatever. It's a great filler, and a great game in general. Pretty much, there's not a lot that I don't like about the game, because the art is beautiful. I enjoy that kind of slightly impressionist quality, kind of like the oil painting, watercolor. I'm not sure, I am not an artist in that kind of fashion, but I enjoy the artwork. I enjoy the theme is whatever, I guess. Whatever, it's some kind of fox with, I don't know. Theme doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but I'm not a big theme person, so I don't really care. There's not really a lot that I can nitpick on this game. So I'll just move on to who I think is going to like this game. If you, like me, are a fan of those trick-taking games, I don't see how you could not like it. The only things that I think are going to keep anyone from liking this game is if you really want thematic experience. This isn't thematic. I know there's a couple other trick-taking games that are more thematic. This is just kind of whatever. And also, if you don't like playing two-player games, a lot of times people want to get more people involved. They want to have that social aspect, and this doesn't really have a widespread social aspect. There is that kind of reading each other, and you can kind of jab each other, making jokes and stuff. It's a it's a competitive game, but it's quick and it's light enough that you can have a lot of fun with it. But if you want to play with more people and you want a more thematic experience, this is not that. But otherwise, it is a really, really good small game, and I highly, highly recommend The Fox in the Forest if you like any kind of trick-taking, filler, card-type games in general. Alright, so let's go ahead and take the spotlight off of The Fox in the Forest by Joshua Burgle and published by Renegade Game Studios. If you want to know more about The Fox in the Forest, you can take a look in the description section where you can find a link to my unboxing, setup, and a little bit more extended gameplay overview, as well as a link to MacroNovaGames.com where you can buy The Fox in the Forest and a whole bunch of other great games. Until next time, please like, share, and subscribe if you like what you see, and leave a comment down below if you have some feedback for me, either on Fox in the Forest or about gaming in general. And as always, have a wonderful day.